Good morning, friends. It's Alyssa, and I wanted to share with you an aha moment I had about myself that I warrant if you looked at your own world, you might find the same. So, as you may know, I recently had ankle surgery, and I have been in recovery for that for just over a month, or just about a month right now. And um, as expected, the first week coming down off of all the medication, sleeping almost entirely every day. And then the week after that is like, okay, I have my brain back, sort of, but I'm still sleeping a lot and I'm kind of not there. The third week is like, okay, I'm not in pain. I don't need to rest quite as much. And there was just a whole lot of like, okay, I have a good day here, and then I have two bad days where I'm not productive and feeling like there's something wrong with me because of that. And then the fourth week, more of that, just feeling like I might have a good day here or there, but a lot of the time I'm not back to normal, and therefore I'm not good enough, or I'm not productive enough, or I should be XYZ by now, and all of that. So, I am going to take a gander and guess that even though you are not maybe recovering from surgery, you are going through a global pandemic. There's all kinds of things that are abnormal and uncomfortable and um, erratic from what we are used to right now. So just take a breath. Um, Easy to say, right? Like, okay, so I set that all up. The aha moment came when I was going through the end of my monthly review. This is the planner that I use. It's called a Passion Planner. It doesn't matter if you use one of these or not, but I'm just giving you an overview so you understand where I'm coming from. At the end of every month, there's a little review where um, it asks you to reflect on several things. What was the most memorable part of the month? What were the three biggest lessons you learned? Assess your priorities over the past month. So it's basically just having you look through the past month and then do a little quick reflection. What did you accomplish? How are you different between this month and last, etc. The last question that it asks is, from 1 to 10, how do you feel overall about this past month? And if you were to ask me on any given day during the past month, I probably would have said that it was about a 4 or a 5. I think that, like I said, there were some good days, there were some not so good days. There were more not so good days than there were good days. And on those not so good days, I would have said, you know, I'm worthless. I'm not, I wouldn't have gone as far as I'm worthless. I don't think that I believe that anymore. Yay. Takes practice. But I would not have given myself, um, from 1 to 10, I would not have given myself a very high number. Surprisingly, when I looked over the whole month and looked at what I was dealing with, recovering from surgery, COVID, etc., trying to figure out my sleep patterns, dealing with trying out a new CPAP machine, a bunch of other things. And I also realized that even though I'm dealing with all of that, I was still able, despite the fact that I did binge watch a lot of TV, yay, I was still able to touch base with really good friends and family. I was able to start um, editing my memoir. I was able to start practicing calligraphy. I'm reading a couple books. And when I looked at the whole of it and I asked myself, would I have changed how I spent my time at all? I don't think that I could have. I think that I did exactly what my body needed, exactly when it needed it. I'm really proud of that. My body needed to rest a lot, and I did that. I utilized my time spent chilling in my bedroom on my bed as well as I could, despite the fact that I would have rather um, been at my desk in another room working. That wasn't possible. And so when I looked at it all, I gave myself a 9 out of 10, which really, really kind of blew my mind that on a day-to-day basis, I would have given myself half of that. I just did not give myself credit for all that I was juggling, all that I was holding, and all that I was doing. And I bet you're not giving yourself credit for all that you're juggling, all that you're handling, all that you're doing. I don't think that it's necessary to do this exercise, although I highly recommend it if you're able to kind of just do a quick review. My job of doing that is made easy by the fact that I keep very clear um, records of how I spend my time. So there's like no question on a day-to-day basis exactly how I spent my time. But I don't think that you need to do that. I think that you can just go over in your head, how did I spend my time? What was I doing? What was I juggling? What were all the negative things that I was handling and holding and trying to manage? And I bet you it's a lot, and you might not be giving yourself credit. Um, Let me know if this is something that you can identify with. Let me know if you know what I want to know? I want to know what you're juggling and how you are proud of juggling it. You don't have to give me the details if you don't want to, but I want to know, I want you to be proud right now and let me know how you feel you are juggling things. Give yourself some credit. Use this space as an opportunity to give yourself that credit. Give yourself that pat on the back. And um, I would love to share in your celebration of how well you are getting through this time. Much love.